Good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning, people. A hearty good morning, and it was a terrific weekend, wasn't it? Wasn't it a terrific weekend? Did anybody else have a good weekend except me? Okay, everybody like, well, I know what you're talking about. I just had a good weekend. Nothing special happened, but I had a good weekend. All right, it was a very quiet weekend on my front. So I hope everybody else had a good weekend. I mean, once you wake up on a morning and you inhale and you get that breath of life, it's a good weekend, not so? It's a good day. You're alive, right? Nice. So we got to say good morning to everybody regionally, all of those on social media, STV Breaking Dawn, and of course, Breaking Dawn live stream HD on YouTube. Remember to check us out there for those of you YouTubers. Because we got banned for like 30 days by YouTube on the other channel, so we had to start over one. You know, so if you've subscribed to that one, you could subscribe to this one and, you know, do your thing there. But you know, good morning to everybody basically across the globe, all of our international viewers, those on social media, like I said, who usually take us in via the live stream. I want to encourage people, don't forget to share the live stream. Keep sharing the live stream. And those of you who have problems, issues that you want us to highlight, please send an email to stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. All right, stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. All right, that is where you want to send those problems. Okay, because I know people like to call in and say, no, Stephan, I have a problem with it. By the time my show finish, you make a call, if I take a note, there be, you know what I mean, the amount of things happening. So send it via email at stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. And once it's there, we could read your problem and we'll know who to contact. But to gather all that information, that's why even Ian Allen does it, you know. When people call it, tell Ian Allen, he say, WhatsApp me on so-so number. And he gone, you know, he done with that, because this is what I've been trying to tell people, right? It's not that we don't pay attention to what you say, you know. Not that I'm not paying attention, but by the time you come off the line, the next call comes in, and another call, and then we go to our next topic. You're lost. Send the email, stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. All right? Until I get another phone with a different number that I could facilitate WhatsApp messages with complaints, which will be in a couple weeks' time, or maybe a week by next week. That's the model we're working with. In the meantime, because I know WhatsApp quicker. Good morning to Jenny Gayadeen. Good morning to Singh, Savitri, Bagwandeen, Nazila, Chedi, everybody on the live stream. Now, want to get straight into it this morning. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. Remember, as always, tell you that. Make sure and share this live stream so it gets out there to more and more people, all right? Now, we're going to take a look inside of your news day. Although just before we move on this morning, and just to touch on Carnival, I saw there were discussions of Tobago having a separate Carnival from Trinidad. And there was a news story that played a little clip of Marshall on stage saying Tobago should have, you know, a different carnival. We should have 2 carnivals, right? And it's something that I think there are talks going on about that. I don't know how effective that will be, but I guess we'll see in time if they really consider it. All right? I don't know if it should be yet. I haven't worked out the pros and the cons in that, but we'll take that in stride as we move along. In the meantime, we get to the front page of the news there. There it is. Killer walking free, and Dwight York is sued for an unpaid loan. All right, now I'm just going to breeze through some of these headlines. You can pick it up in the Newsday. Murdered prison officer's widow wants justice. Killer walking free less than a month after prison officer Devendra Buduram was shot and killed while on his way home from the Port of Spain remand facility where he worked for the past 20 years. Relatives have yet to receive any comfort and are still concerned that his killer remains at large. And oh, how that's going to be the theme today. Because last week, Thursday, I went out and I did a little investigative report concerning a young man by the name of Jesse Bipan. And you're going to see that report at 7 o'clock. All right, so make sure and stay tuned for that. Spoke to the father, went out there to the Waterloo Secondary School, and I'll give you some information on that after we show the video and stuff. Mova youth murdered. A 20-year-old man shot and killed in Mova. Man held for robbing Bahamians pointed out. A 19-year-old Karanaj man who was one of the 5 suspects detained in connection with the robbery of 13 Bahamian visitors was positively identified during an identification parade on Saturday. And the suspect was pointed out by the driver of the yellow van maxi taxi that was robbed. Carnival terror threat. FBI to help examine electronic items from former detainees. Now, we're going to take a look at that particular issue because there was a story over the weekend that I cannot believe. So, maybe you all could help me in understanding what just happened there, what happened there. But we'll get to that. But for now, I'll just leave that headline right there. Still, no ID for woman hit by car. Police Association President urges cop, former minister's wife, tell the truth. President of the Trinidad and Tobago Social Welfare Association, Michael Seals, says while investigations into allegations of obstruction of justice by Letitia Nador are still in its infancy, he has made contact with the officer involved and is asking her to tell the truth. All right, you can take a read on that, page 5. Sweeping changes coming to Carnival. Chairman of the National Carnival Committee, Colin Lucas, said there would be changes next year to the way TNT's greatest show on earth, Carnival, was showcased. He said next year, Carnival, we are going to push really hard to make more sweeping changes to the product itself because I think few people disagree that the Carnival product has become unexciting and uninviting and just plain unattractive. But, you know, I'm going to have that discussion later this week. Let me see who can get to come in. Because I mentioned it last week, and I have invited, I sent out an open invitation to any 2 Calypsonians in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. And I know they watch this program, so I'm not going to pick up the phone and call Tuco. Neither am I going to pick up the phone and call any one of you Calypsonians. Good? I think what Dwayne O'Connor did by filing that injunction was a terrific thing because in the past, not only this year, but in the past, we've had discrepancies with judging and that whole Dimash Gra issue. But I am saying once again, sitting here this morning, Monday, February 19th, there is an open invitation to any 2 Calypsonians that would like to come and speak on the state of Calypso from the tents to the competition. Good? Any 2. I don't care who it is. Right? Because we're going to take this monster on head on. Right? So I'm inviting you. All you have to do, all you have my number. If all you don't have it, Rascamanda have it. Just contact Rascamanda or contact Contender. They have my number. And you give me a call and say, I want to come on. Right? Let me see how much courage all you have to come and talk about that. Because all you like to sit down, complain, and all you like to say anything. Right? And I mentioned, even in a year when you had so much bacchanal in politics, how much all you really bona fire? In any calypso, all you sing, how much all you really bona fire? How much all you sing about the fake oil? How much all you sing about that? Yeah? How much all you sing about that? I wonder. Everybody started to, I heard a lot of nation building themed songs. Nothing wrong with that. But it leaves you to wonder now. Right? So I am saying, there's an open invitation right here. Let me come and deal with that, because I am of the opinion that if they cannot do something with that image crash show, get rid of it. Plain and simple. Get rid of it. Because I took in parts of the, I took in a little bit of the image crash show on Sunday. And I'm telling you, it's in a mess. And for those of you who did not see the stands, you have a crowd. Well, you don't even have a crowd again coming to take in any calypsos. And all you need to assess and ask yourselves, why? Why did the Imagine Calypsonians not attracting the audience they used to? Why? What has changed? You see, everything has evolved except that show. So, you all need to do something about that. And we need to talk about that and that competition aspect. Because the competition aspect that Calypsonians are subject to, it's like, if you don't make it to the masquerade stage, you don't get your big payday. Because let's be realistic. How much money Calypsonians really making year round? As opposed to some of the major soca artists. How much money are they making? What kind of marketing going behind it? This is a whole show by itself. So let me leave it alone. There's an open invitation. I know Chalk Dust has watched this program too. Look me here. I ain't running nowhere. I here 6 to 8, Monday to Friday. All you know where to find me. Nice. Entertaining champs of Steel Plus, Spirit to return to Seabridge at month's end. Regrello yet to be interviewed by police. I'm going to leave that TT Spirit alone, you know. Because let me tell you something. There was a report. You know what happened? Let me get down to business. There was a report. I ain't going to go to the TT Spirit. The TT, that's the TT Spirit. I'm talking about the TT Express, rather. That they said successfully sailed from Trinidad to Tobago on Saturday. We go deal with that in our time. All you hold on. Right? I will let you know what went on with that. All right? And anybody want to challenge me on that, I guarantee you my information and my source is as good as you're going to get it. But before we get to that TT Express issue and the Galleon's Passage or whatever it named, and the ridiculous excuse that I heard over the weekend in a story of the boat or the ship being tied up at the Panama Canal and can't move. Listen, I'll go deal with that just now. Let me deal with this terror thing. So over the weekend, it has so much thing to talk about. Over the weekend, there was a story concerning this terror attack or this terror threat. Remember we spoke of this, and I spoke about, you know, if you're under a terror threat and you have announced that, then you put certain things in place, right? And to me, nothing was put in place. Nothing, because we had 2,500 police officers that stayed away from duty, and we don't know why. Maybe they play mass or whatever the case is. But in times like that, you don't do that. You call out everybody. Everybody's on standby. Everybody has to be ready to go. Also, there was the discrepancy that the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security seem to have different opinions or different information on how the threat was revealed. Because the Prime Minister said that the US had a hand to play, and the Minister of National Security said it was local intel. Good? That it didn't have anything to do with the United States of America. And I do not know how two people in the same government, sitting in the same cabinet, could have different information on that entire thing. And now we're seeing that the FBI will be taking a look at some of the electronic devices. Now, on top of all of that, they went and they had a raid, and they detained about 13 people, around 13 people, and most of whom have been released, if not all. They didn't find a gun. They didn't find an explosive device. Nothing. All they do is receive laptop and cell phones. Right. Which is cybercrime unit of Trinidad and Tobago has checked. But they have been advised to send it to the FBI because the FBI has technology that is yet to reach this country. However, this was the story over the weekend concerning the detention of some of the detainees. And I want to let her listen carefully because I can't believe what I heard over the weekend. Run that release clip for me. Or let's take the scene. Listen, let's go to CNC3. Yeah.
Well, he's disturbed about what happened.
After 6 days in police custody, Clint Rivers was told he was free to go. His release came after lawyers Wayne Sturge and Alexia Romero petitioned the court.
Yesterday, when the court granted the writ of habeas corpus, he was released after, but shortly before he was released, he was interviewed. And only during the interview did he learn that he was actually not a suspect.
According to Sturge, his client was told he was there to assist police with their investigations. But those representing the 32-year-old Arima man say they intend to challenge the state.
If you are not a suspect, then there's no basis for detaining you.
And the attorney further argues that anyone assisting police should be allowed to leave at any given time. Sturge and Romero will now file a false imprisonment case. Rivers, who is said to be resting at home, was among 13 persons detained in connection with a plot to disrupt Carnival. But Sturge says his client is unhappy over the turn of events.
He was told during the interview he was detained based on a story by Mark Bassant some time ago, and the contents of the story turned out to be totally false. The story was to the effect that he had gone to Saudi Arabia and thereafter to Syria to fight with ISIS, and that he did not return.
Rivers was told that the erroneous story raised red flags and led to his detention. Another man detained by police, Tariq Mohammed, suffered a similar fate. Rivers and Mohammed were among 9 released in the past few days. CNC3 understands Fawaz Ali, Isa Mohammed, Ido Mohammed, Fahid, Imam Yassin, Mustafa Khan, Abdul Salam Ali, Imam Shahid Rahim were also let go. 2 others held in connection to the plot, Adil Mansano and Alicia Thomas, attempted to petition the court to be freed, but after 6 days in police custody were instead charged for possession of a firearm component. Ria Rambly, CNC3 News.
All right. So let's open the phone line and take some calls there. Because if I'm not mistaken, I just heard that one of the suspects, that one of the detainees came to understand after X amount of days being interviewed by officers that he was not a suspect, but was actually pulled in to assist police with their investigation. So you hold a man for 6 days and he's not a suspect. If you are assisting police with their investigation, you can leave at any time. They can't detain you for 6 days. So all these fellas going to turn back now and sue the state, you know. Now if that's an incompetence at the highest level, I don't know what it is. Imagine they pulling a man based on a story that Mark Bassant ran. What they just said there? A story that was false, but the story raised red flags, so they went and detained the man. But didn't they say they got intel of a terror threat? If you get intel about a terror threat, then, and that intel is rock solid, that with that intel also comes the people that's supposed to be involved in the terror threat. Right? So how you could tell, so that intel led you to hold somebody because their name was mentioned in a story by Mark Bassant, are trying to understand what is going on. Somebody explain it to me now. 6229785, 628-1693, 235-3676, 235-3673. Those are the numbers to call. Because I cannot understand that. They have now opened the door for taxpayers to pay money out here. Morning for their incompetence. Yeah, morning. Volume.
and their business, and the politicians need to understand that they have a job to do, and the police have a job to do. And the politicians interfering in the police business and causing the police to act stupid. What is happening is that the Minister of National Security telling us one thing, the Prime Minister telling us something else, the Attorney General have a third story, and every minister you ask have a different position with respect to what went on. This is our house. What we need to have is, first of all, an election to get rid of this stupidness. But you could imagine if the anti-crime bill had passed, that...
the anti-gang legislation
bill had passed.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of holy masqueraders too. Because there's a gang. There are a lot of everybody. I tell you, there's people gone mad, they're gone mad.
But yeah, man.
I don't know what's going to happen to me in soon. And I want to add something before I go, please.
Sure.
It is beyond strange that the boat they buy from China, which they suddenly bought, luckily, was already painted in red, white, and blue, black. How come that in the national colors?
I have
already.
Already.
It's telling me that boat by a long time ago, paint in the national colors and just so long waiting to come here. It can't be by chance that boat paint red, white, and black. That is beyond strange.
But don't worry, I'll comment to that. I'll comment to the issue with our boat.
Because we have a boat, eh?
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Back to this terror threat and how these guys were apprehended. Imagine you have a man 6 days in custody and the man is not a suspect.
Please hang up.
But what madness is that? So you just pull in a man to ask him questions and he's not a suspect? That's crazy. That's crazy. So I am saying the state is going to be sued by every one of these people. And you, John Public taxpayer, had to pay for that. You have to pay for that. On top of all the perks it is done pay for. Take a couple there. 6229-785, 628-1693, 235-3676, 235-3673. Morning.
Hello, good morning, Stephan.
Yes, good morning to you.
How are you this morning?
I'm just fine.
Looking bright as usual.
Yeah,
Thank God for a good weekend.
Thanks a lot.
If this government got this serious threat, why did not they put off Carnival? I cannot understand this.
That's the next thing.
They're hearing one thing from Dr. Rowley and one thing from Mr. Dillon. So who is telling the truth?
Okay.
Who is telling the truth?
All right, thanks a lot.
We cannot get another thing. They're paying this Mr. Coffee bill, medical bill, $2.9 or $2.4 million.
2.5.
Contractors have not received salary for 3 months.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thanks
have
a
a
lot.
good day.
Thanks a lot, darling. And I commented on Maxi Coffee bill just now because the Prime Minister gave the figure in Parliament during question time on Friday. So, and she makes a good point. If you have a terror threat, you call off Carnival. You're supposed to postpone Carnival. You're not supposed to put hundreds of thousands of people at risk. You postpone Carnival. Morning.
Morning, Mr. Stephan.
Yes.
Again, I will reiterate, 3 ministers of national security, and not one of them could cross-check and double-check and triple-check. This shows the incompetency of that ministry, with 3 ministers receiving a vast amount of our taxpayers' money. You have a blessed day.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. How could 2 people sitting in the same cabinet give you 2 different stories? They're in the same cabinet. Morning. They have meetings on a weekly basis. Yeah, morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, morning, man. Go ahead. You turn on.
Okay, so
yeah.
Steph, good morning. How you going? This voice here, right?
Yeah, babe.
We're going on. Well, the traffic right now coming down. And we looked on what's in the program and listening. And
By what it is you were saying earlier on, where the threat is concerned and why it is the person was held and they are not a suspect.
For 6 days. For 6 days, eh?
Right, for 6 days. Now, the 6 days is questionable, but via investigation, if someone may be either associated, closely associated, or is a person of interest in the case, they have a right to hold the person, to question the person.
Yeah, correct.
For the period of time that they did,
not for 6 days.
That falls into play. Why would they hold him for that amount of time? Is it because he gave some information that they had to check up on, or he had some information that they perhaps had to protect him from being outside during the period of time that he was there? Because if he did give information or valid information, his life will also be at risk. So he now may not be held as in, all right, listen, you can't move, you can't go anywhere because we are person of interest, but because, hey, listen, we have to secure you because of the information that you gave. Okay. And they have to also check up on it. And him being outside, let's be real, this is Trinidad and Tobago where we have seen lawyers being murdered in the midst of the night, gunned down mercilessly. So what so much so for, more so for a suspect in a terror threat, which was real because it was played across CNN and across the U.S. The U.S. does not, intelligence does not put something out there unless it is valid.
But
so this guy being held for 6 days could be reasonable.
Hold on.
In the nature of what it is. In the nature of what it is.
Yes, understood. But one, we do not know if the U.S. did put something out there because the Minister of National Security is saying the U.S. did not have any hand to play.
No,
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Two, if what you're saying, good, that they were protecting him and that's why they hold him for 6 days. Why is suing the state now for wrongful detention?
This is lawyers as well because in this too here, right?
Hold on.
And if someone tells them, hey, you know what?
Hold
on. You know, they hold you too long there, you know. You could go ahead and sue the state.
Hold on.
They would do it.
Hold on. With the detention, what they just said in the story there as well, is if you have been held, but you are not a suspect, and you're just held for questioning, you could leave at any time.
Right.
You could leave because you're not a suspect. They didn't charge you with anything. You have not been charged, so you cannot be detained.
The funny part is this. Did he know that before a lawyer told him after he came out of jail?
What the lawyer is saying is that he come to understand from his client that after being questioned for days, it was revealed to him that he was not a suspect. So they had him there questioning, and then after about 5 or 6 days, they come and say, well, you know, he's not a suspect. So in other words, they held the man there under the impression that they hold him as a suspect in the matter. And then after they have him there for 4 or 5 days questioning him, they come to tell him, he's not a suspect, you know. That is madness. That is madness. There's no excuse for that.
No, no, this is what the lawyer is saying that they told him after.
Yes.
And he's saying that they told him after.
Yes, that is what he told his lawyer. The lawyer is talking about the information that his client gave him.
No, listen, via law, that is illegal.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. That is why he couldn't turn around and sue the state.
Okay, no, but even before that, if someone is held, you are read what is considered to be your rights. And after your rights, you are told the reason. So if they did not tell him that reason of the bat, I find that to be strange.
Well, something wrong. Imagine they detain a man.
Something is wrong. They can't hold someone and say that, okay, this is your right, so forth and so forth and so forth. He's entitled to a phone call. Why didn't he take the phone call then? Why didn't he call his lawyer then? Why didn't he stay with the police then?
Who knows if they gave him the phone call?
No, you cannot give him the phone call
well,
for 6 days.
You cannot hold him for 6 days and he's not suspect.
Where's his family? Where's his friends? So you called no one in 6 days? 6 days the police have you and nobody knows? Something wrong with the man.
Hold on. Who knows if they did offer him the call or denied him the call? Because if they could, hold on, if they could hold you for 6 days and you're not a suspect, then why they can't deny a phone call? Based on...
They can't do that, sir.
Hold on.
That's impossible.
That
Okay,
really?
All right, let's say...
Holding you for 6 days and you're not suspect supposed to be impossible too, voice?
No, not 6 days. In 6 days, you cannot tell me that not a family member, not a friend, nobody looking for you and look to seek legal counsel because you locked up for 6 days and nobody found out anything until you come out. Then all of a sudden, you find out there was not suspect and decide to sue the state, something wrong there.
Voice?
Then who told you that, okay, because you wasn't held as a suspect, you're allowed to sue the state? Somebody has to tell him.
Listen.
Something wrong there.
Well, we know something is wrong. That is why we're talking about it. Something is wrong.
Okay, so, and also, here's another, via a terrorist attack, isn't it legal for them to hold you for an unstipulated amount of time via terrorist attack?
I don't know. I can't answer that, but apparently
that's another point that we need to look at.
Okay.
Because I know that under terror, it's a different set of rules and laws.
Okay. But,
yes.
but, he was not a suspect.
But we only found out that after they questioned him. If they questioned him, that's how they could find out, hey, you know what? He is not one of the persons of interest right about now.
Voice?
But until they do, okay, so we have 19 people that line together. 5 of them is known terrorists. But 19 of them line together. They're going to hold all. Because one of them is going to talk about the 5.
Okay.
So that's what the terrorist vibe is, and that is where it is. They have the opportunity, listen, I have to hold these people until somebody squeals.
Voice, you talking about people who know their rights as opposed to people who don't.
And that is a beautiful
well, this is what I'm
point.
trying to tell you. Take it, the brother don't know his rights. He get Pauline in a police raid for a terror threat, which is a serious charge. He not in nothing. You know what's the first thing he doing? He frightened. Anything the police tell him, he gonna believe. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. So who knows if they offered or denied him the phone call? So
I find that to be has to be. That's just me.
Voice, if you do not know your rights, then you are not going to demand it. And therefore, they're going to leave you sitting down right there because you don't know your rights. The police does know all who know their rights and all who don't know their rights. So the fact that after 5 or 6 days, they come to tell him he's not a suspect, they just had demanded for a ride. They were trying to get information that he did not have. And then they decide, well, look, we have to release him because he really had no information.
That he doesn't have it if they don't try to get it. They have to try.
Voice, you cannot just go and detain people based on what? Based on what did they...
Because we are not part of the terrorist activist group. We're not part of the group. We're not
Voice.
part of the group that is trying to find these people.
And voice.
We don't know what information they have that made them
voice.
How much people about 16?
Voice.
13 people?
That is why during the SOE, we had people come back and sue the state and win. Because they were arrested based on what? You had intel, you went and you locked up 13 people, based on what? Because you had to release all of them now. So based on what? You went and locked up 13 people for a terror threat, and you didn't find nothing? Come on now, man. Anyway, we got to take a break.
We don't know that they didn't find anything. We know that they didn't reveal that they found anything.
Oh, good Lord. Voice, well, all right. You wait on them to find it. Me only my bread. All right, cool. No scene. All right, so voice calling there from the traffic just now. We got to take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at Maxi Coffee's phone bill. Hear me, phone bill. Maxi Coffee's bill, medical bill, as revealed by the Prime Minister. And a robbery took place, and somebody's vehicle was stolen. I'll show you that as well. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Madam Speaker.
Different words describe different people. But in the eyes of the law, there's one that fits us all. Human right number 7. We're all equal before the law. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
This is the Regal range of baking and cooking products. Regal became a household name in the 1960s with icing sugar, which still is the market leader more than a half of a century later, expanding to custard powder, baking powder, cornmeal, popcorn, rolled and quick oats, peas and beans. Regal continues to make cooking and baking more fun for everyone. With the #1 roti mix in the nation, we continue to expand our product range to meet consumers' needs. Regal products for superb flavor, excellent quality and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
This is We the People, for the people, by the people, and with the people. I love my country. Understand that our country must come first. We are living in sweet TNT, the best island on God's earth. Yes, we are, in my view, the best country on God's earth. It's up to us to make it so. The destruction that's happening in this land, if we don't understand what's going on, we shall become the next victim of it. Stop the crime, stop the corruption, stop the bubble. Stop it, stop it. A desire, a love for country. Put in country first. I love my country. I am Harvey R. Lawrence. I am the voice of truth. Tune in to 104.7 Monday to Thursday at 9 a.m. to hear the truth. Can you stand it? We are speaking the truth.
This is a call for all restaurants and supermarkets to get your business online.
Get your business on the most cutting-edge, customer-friendly, results-guaranteed food delivery app in the Caribbean, Food Now TT.
It's time to celebrate. FoodNowTT.com is here.
Yes, I said Food Now TT. We're fast, we're efficient, and we are guaranteed to help improve your business by 100%.
For more info and a free sign-up, call 222-9854 or email food@foodnowtt.com or even WhatsApp
341-1892. You can even come into our office at 216 Eastern Main Road, El Dorado, and get your free registration done today. Get your business to be viewed by millions, because with Food Now TT, your restaurant or supermarket is just a click away.
FoodNowTT.com is here.
Want it? Click it. Get it. Pharmacist brands Vigorfort for women, scientifically formulated for women. It has been tried and proven and may be beneficial in women experiencing loss of feelings and libido, increased erotic and sensuous energy during intimacy to enjoy gratification, stimulating libido and increasing sexual dysfunction, balances hormone function for menopause, encourages balanced estrogen and estradiol levels in women. Available at all leading pharmacies and online at tntdrugstore.com. Caribbean distributors needed. Contact 760-9680.
Bright Ideas has the largest array of practical and finishing items for the home under one roof. From the most sophisticated selection of exotic flowers in the country to amazing chandeliers, lighting and wall fixtures. Bright Ideas caters for every room in the house with unique items that you'll find nowhere else. So you can fix up your home, complete that special look and be the envy of all. With household appliances, draperies, beddings, kitchen and dining room items, outdoor furnishings, TV, electronics, and so much more. Bright Ideas, Marabella, Princestown, Rio Claro, Point Fortin, and Gulf City. Getting married? Then inquire about their bridal registry or visit them today for that special gift item. For the holidays and for every day, there is a Bright Idea just waiting for you. Bright Ideas with 5 great locations and convenient opening hours to serve you. Visit them today at Marabella, Princestown, Rio Claro, Point Fortin, and the Gulf City.
Crystal Dream Weddings has your perfect day already planned out. So if you need help putting together your big day, come to the Wedding and Lifestyle Exposition and you can win the ultimate wedding prize. Register now at www.crystaldreamwedding.com. Attend the biggest event for the wedding season on March 17th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday, March 18th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Center of Excellence. 2 couples will win a dream wedding package valued at $50,000 and $100,000 each. 1 couple will be chosen randomly on each day, but you must be present at the Wedding and Lifestyle Exposition to win. Purchase your tickets right now at Zena's Jewelry, Bakery Treats, and Jewelry Paradise locations. Admission is only $100. For more information, like us on Facebook and visit our website at www.crystaldreamwedding.com. This event is NLCB approved.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart. Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Madam Speaker, the information we received from MP Maxi Coffee through his family is that he has made considerable progress from whenever he experienced the medical episode as described by his doctor. And he has made considerable progress and is likely to return to the country in the not too distant future. And at that time, his ability to continue the job that he was doing before would be assessed. The government of Trinidad and Tobago intervened to assist Minister Coffee at a time when his life was being threatened. The government, through the normal procedures available to members of the cabinet ministers, paid a bill at, I think the bill has been paid, but incurred an expense on his behalf at St. Clair Medical in the sum of $980,000, $263.69. That brought MP Coffee to a situation where it was recommended that his recuperation would be improved and his condition stabilized if he got treatment abroad urgently. And at that stage, the government of Trinidad and Tobago kept an assistance through air ambulance of $46,000 US and a stroke recovery program of $171,000 US. Those are the bills incurred by the state with respect to the life-threatening condition of Minister Coffee.
Members, the time for Prime Ministerial questions is now spent.
Questions.
All right, so we're back on the Inside Voices here. He was in the traffic a little while ago. He called in concerning the terror threat and the detention of some of these people who were held in connection with this terror threat. But we're moving on to Maxi Coffee's bill. Last week, it was at $1 million, and I think I just heard the Prime Minister say 2.5, and he's been coming along well. We want to open the phone line, take some calls, and see how you feel about that. That was information also. 2.5 million, that's what the bill has reached. So you all will be paying for the suspects that were released that are about to sue the state. And then you're going to be paying 2.5 million for Maxi Coffee's bill. But as the lady said a little while ago, CPEP contractors have not been paid for the longest while now. So here we go. 622-9785, 628-1693. Let's go straight to the phone line. I want to take about 4 or 5 on this before I show the robbery. So we're going real quick here.
The other robbery?
There's a robbery.
This is robbery in itself here.
Oh, well, yeah, another robbery. Actually, a car theft that took place. And I want to show you how dangerous things are in Trinidad and Tobago. So let's get to the phone line. Let's get your calls and your comments concerning this. Maxi Coffee, as it has been revealed by information given to the Prime Minister, as far as he knows, this was during question time on Friday. He's coming along well, according to the family, but the bill has reached 2.5 million. 2.5. Are you comfortable with that?
Wow.
Yeah, let's see. All right, 6229-785-628-1693. What about the weekend?
That was from 1 million to 2.5 over the weekend?
No, well, apparently, you know, this is the updated figures. The 1 million, remember they told you, 1 million in pertaining to certain expenses, I think, locally.
Right.
And now there's the, remember, you're in Washington, D.C. for a while now. So that's
anything.
another 1.5, so it's in total, I think it's 2.5 million that we've spent on Maxi Coffee. We, us.
That is impossible.
Us.
Well, it's actually possible.
Yeah. But it have children that cannot get surgery done on a waiting list.
Since
courtesy the Children's Life
Life
Fund.
Fund, yeah.
Right, good. I don't know what has happened with the Children's Life Fund. What is going on with the Children's Life Fund? Anybody know? Because I have not been hearing anything. When is the last time a child that you read a story in the papers or heard something on the news about a child getting treatment or a surgery done via the Children's Life Fund? But Maxi Coffee in Washington, D.C. or wherever he is, getting treatment to the tantamount to $2.5 million of your money. Somebody said they stopped the Life Fund for children. I don't know if they stopped it, but I haven't heard anything about it. And this is my issue. So if anybody knows anything about the Children's Life Fund, please let us know. All right? So we're taking your calls, and I don't have time to waste. So let's go. All right? I don't know what's going on this morning. So 622-978, you heard anything about the Children's Life Fund?
Not of late.
All right. If anybody, you could send a WhatsApp message. You could hit us up via the phone line. However you want to do it. You could rock and come in. And just tell us about the Children's Life Fund. Because
this
to me is...
social as well too. So you can check us out on the social.
On the social media as well. You could post your comments there as well. Whether it's STV Breaking Dawn Facebook page or YouTube. Either one. All right? So what do you think about that? 2.5 million.
I'm just saying that my mom fell, she broke her hand, and she has to go to she went to the doctor, she had to go to the doctor today, this morning, after having gone on Friday. Sat, waited till she got fed up and went back home.
Oh, well, let's see, about 2.5 million. Morning.
She got fed up and went back home.
Yeah, we good, man.
All right, here we're going on this, concerning this thing about Maxi Coffee and things. As long as you're big in the country, you'll get where you have to get on. Case closed. And this will keep on going and nobody can do nothing.
All right.
But just give me 1 minute now, boy, about the cell. This cell thing that is going on in this country. Here now, boy, this is for the Prime Minister and Shortman. We have the best intelligence officers in the world, Because here we're going on. In America and all over Europe, in Belgium, France, and England, man bombing place and killing people. And the intelligence can't find nobody until after the fact. In Trinidad here, we have intelligence.
To find it before.
And lock up people. So here we're going on, boy. We could export intelligence to these first world countries.
Yeah.
We have officers
We're supposed to be doing the CIA work.
That we could export, boy, and we could make big money.
Yeah.
We could bring in billions a year foreign exchange in this country with intelligence officers.
Of course.
And one more thing. I hear Kamala now talking about them fellas making mistake here and this one man saying this and one. But this is the same woman who locked up a whole set of people when them was in power.
In the state of emergency,
calling the kettle bottom black.
Yeah. Same thing, no difference.
Because nothing came out of that either.
Right. Thanks a lot, caller. That and that was the point last week.
The most we saw was footage that was blurred, that could not be proven in court. Nothing
could be proved because you just lock up people just so. You just went and grabbed people. This is the same thing. They're saying based on intelligence. What intelligence? You just went and grabbed people. It grabbed 13 people. Now you have to release them. But Maxi Coffee, 2.5 million.
But
and no children's life fund.
But let me ask something. We're saying that how they're grabbing people off on no intelligence, no information. But previously, we have a lot of people calling and saying that how everybody knows who the bandits are, who the killers are, who the murderers are.
Let's take this call. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, they know exactly what gang member it have. Yeah, morning.
Morning. Our healthcare system is real good for the citizens, the poor citizens, but Minister Coffee, I mean, God forbid that I end up in a situation and I can't get help.
Yeah, correct.
How come they only seek their own, help their own? And Mr. Coffee and his friends have enough finances and they have all kind of books that he can afford that. So why the government paying for something that Minister Coffee could afford?
Not the government, you, the taxpayer. Yeah. Not the government. Don't say the government paying for it, the taxpayer.
They're taking our money to do what they want with it.
That's right.
Oh, that's how it's been.
We have a port of Spain general hospital that's collapsing. People don't know that. Collapsing.
That is the central block?
Yeah, the original block.
Yeah, the central block here. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's falling apart.
Right. We can't fix that.
What's taking place with healthcare system in a mess, transportation system in a mess, the roads in a mess. What this government doing?
Exactly.
Stay in power.
All right.
Just pointing fingers right through and doing nothing.
Wow.
Anyhow, good job.
Yeah, my brother, thanks a lot. And the thing is this, right? Imagine, look, people telling me to stop the Children's Life Fund. I didn't even know they stopped the Children's Life Fund. Anybody could confirm that? The Children's Life Fund, they stopped the Children's Life Fund?
That's real,
Nah, man. You go stop the Children's Life Fund and open the Children's Children's Hospital
as well too.
But what trouble is this?
So you're really in business?
You want no future?
Trying to destroy the
president?
Morning, Stephan. Morning, boys.
Hi, good morning.
Is that Christmas government? What
Stephan,
the
two
president?
questions I want to ask.
Yeah.
Right. One is, if this bill is being paid through the Ministry of Health, that's one. And what is the budgetary allocation for the Ministry of Health right now? Because if it is that this bill is being paid through the Ministry of Health and Maxi Coffee for the whole year, then about, according to how much budgetary allocation was made to that ministry, the whole allocation might be just going to
Maxi
Coffee alone.
Yeah.
So that's the question we need to ask, because I know when somebody is sick, an assessment is being made, has to be made on them, and then they are determined medically unfit for the job that they are performing, and I have to pay them, and then we move on from that. So is it this situation taking place for Maxi Coffee alone, or would it be extended to the wider population of people who is employed with the state? Simple question.
Okay.
He brought up valid question. How long are we going to pay? Because he's saying that how he's resting and recuperating. How long is he going to be up there recuperating for? Do we foot the bill for his entire recuperation until he returns to Parliament? And then when he returns to Parliament, is he fit for the job? And if he's not fit for the job, do we pay him as well too until he gets fit for the job? Or do we pay him a severance off and say thank you for your services and be on your way?
Morning.
Morning, Stephan. Morning, Mr. Boyd.
Yeah, morning.
The Minister of Health talked about this country's Ministry of Health is so good. Everything is good. Is it a prescription that politicians or ministers must go abroad for medical treatment?
Yeah. What did he say?
Is he asking if it is?
Hello?
Yes, say it again.
Yeah, I say, well, the Minister of Health goes of this health institute and everything's so good, Ministry of Health. Is it a prescription from a Trinidad doctor for minister to go away for treatment?
You can say the last part there?
The last part is why not
here.
here.
Is it a prescription? If it is prescribed that ministers must go away for treatment?
Or is it prescribed that they go away? They said that his case was specially needed to. He needed to take a trip and that's why we're footing the bill.
Apparently whatever he has to be treated for,
cannot be done.
They can't treat it in Trinidad.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a special kind of stroke.
Well, if an ordinary person going away for treatment, they have to pay their own bill.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we're not special enough.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Because let me tell you, listen, when you go to the hospital and you make an appointment to get on one of those machines, you just have to wait 6 and 7 months, you know.
Yeah. You could pass away in that period of time.
Morning.
Morning. So about this Maxi Coffee thing, the first thing,
I think the bill is being paid by the Ministry of Public Administration and Communications, if I'm not mistaken.
Public Administration and Communication.
I believe so, because that's where the line ministry is.
Right.
I think Ministry of Health, I could be corrected, but I believe they more deal with health issues as they deal with the country and whatnot. But
correct. Go ahead.
So we have to ask ourselves a question. If the man, I mean, I sympathize with his health and whatnot.
We all do.
At the end of the day. But if we have to look at it from the point of view of a ministerial post and an MP, is there a reason why the government hasn't used it? Is it because that they're going to lose majority seats? If they lose that seat, this is why Kubuto Tamara?
It is La Hoqueta Talparo.
Right. So, I mean, all these are valid questions.
Yeah.
They are a very valid point. At the end of the day, do we continue footing this bill? And is there a limit to which these bills can be paid? I understand man is of public importance and whatnot, just like any minister and whatnot.
Right.
But there must be a cutoff because it's my money, 25% of my salary paying that.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Good point.
Good
points. Thanks a lot. And then he's the MP for a constituency.
What's going on?
He's been inactive for the longest while. Why has there not been a call for a by-election? You're supposed to call a by-election. He cannot function, even if he recovers. He cannot go back to that job.
Okay, so let's bring this to the point. Maybe he's not being missed because he was never missed in the first place.
Lord of mercy, I don't know. Morning.
Plain and simple. Nobody even knew you was there.
I don't know what he was missing and what wasn't missing.
It ain't missing.
I don't know what kind of work the man was doing on the ground, but I'm just saying. Morning.
Morning. Stephan, my cousin collapsed 4 times in work and sit up.
Right.
Friday, right? And she went bumped up in the ambulance.
Right.
Do a blood test and an x-ray, a chest x-ray. Told her she get a heart attack. They lost her file and they sent she home. And they said she had any problem to come back. So we think about that.
The loser files for a hard case. And send her home.
And a blood test, she get a heart attack and to go home. They don't have medication, nothing for her.
And my brother, that is the problem. Listen, I only calls here because we got to take a break and get to the top, right? Let me tell you something. There are people out there watching this program right now and will listen to people talk about the $2.5 million being spent on Maxi Coffee, and they will form the opinion that them fellows didn't care, like the what the man dead, better he dead. No, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is you are spending $2.5 million for a man to be treated for medical issues, right? But you have a budget that you work with every year for the Ministry of Health and other ministries. And the average person in this country, the poor people in this country, the middle class people, you name it, they cannot get proper health care like that he's getting. And he's getting that health care with their taxpayers' dollars. So if he could get it with your tax, with the taxpayers' money, why can't the average man get the same treatment with the taxpayers' money? And that is the issue.
That's correct.
The other issue here is his absence as the MP for his constituency. And the fact that he has been absent for so long that neither has he been replaced as the Minister of Public Administration and Communications, or has there been a call for a by-election. And I'm surprised that the opposition not even making a call. I don't understand what's going on with all here. People in that constituency are being left undone because they have no MP.
They should be on the ground with the people right about now trying to find out what it is they want and make it happen.
Good. They have no MP where everybody playing for points. This is not about points.
But that's what I'm telling you. You are saying that how they have no MP. Maybe these people and they didn't even know they had an MP in the first place.
Well, they voted for him.
Well, they're realizing that he wasn't doing anything, so him being there or not being there is not affecting them in any form or fashion.
Well, they're probably happy because I ain't seen them protesting the same way nobody in Tobago. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry, you know. I love Tobago, you know. But sometimes all it is disappoint me, you know. All in have a good working boat for the longest while. And I ain't here protests. I ain't here no bacchanal. I ain't here all they do nothing. All they do nothing. All they just, you know, the other day somebody tell me, Stephan, when you go on here, you must ask them in Tobago if they want the Razak now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. No, serious. Somebody tell me you must ask them if they want the Razak, if they go take the Razak now. And I was like, the Razak? Because the person lost me now. You can't get a man talking about that.
Social media is asking where is our paid opposition as well. If our Prime Minister has all the information on Mr. Coffey's medical bills, I'm sure he can answer the question in the Children's Fund. If you can get that information from Maxi, answer the Children's Fund.
I'm seeing here the Ministry of Health says all applications under the Children's Life Fund are treated with urgency as is decided upon by the board of the fund. So the fund still exists. They didn't stop the fund. Because this article is April 7, 2017. Unless they stopped it in the last few months, I don't know.
Someone says
but
perhaps...
they didn't. As far as I know, it's still there.
Someone says that perhaps Mr. Coffey is in a worse state than they think, and they're trying to cover it up.
Oh, really? They think he's in a worse state?
Then
they will know if he's in a worse state.
No. The government is trying to cover it up from the people.
But that's what they're going to... Because they don't want the people to know how bad the situation is. But $2.5 million being spent.
No. That is wrong.
Whether or not
if he's bad, it is better that they tell us that he's bad and they're trying to save him.
But hold on.
Than to give us this bubble.
I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, I think there has to be some level of sensitivity in matters of medical issues.
Oh, but the police must tell people what's going on with that
No, that's not what I mean.
It is the same. It is sensitive.
No, that's not what I
meant. Keep it inside.
But it's not what I meant. But
if not, let us know. We want to know.
No, I understand.
But the family don't want nobody to know.
That's what I'm trying.
Then the family need to do. Or they need to take him out of public office.
Maybe his family does not want certain information out there, and I think they're entitled to that because I think in a time of hold on.
At my expense.
But wait. I'll have to go to the break. But wait, I just think that in certain circumstances, whether you're a public figure or not, I think medical issues in time of sickness, you should be afforded some level of privacy.
I understand that.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. Go ahead, have your privacy, not at my expense.
Okay, we could agree on that particular issue. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, a car theft that was frightening and there were children involved. Stay tuned.
Dear Daddy, when I was young, you taught me. When it hurts to stand, walk. When it hurts to walk, run. When others saw my condition as a weakness, you showed me how to be strong. How to put one foot in front of the other and never, ever give up. You ignited my energy within. And I will make you proud. With love always, Ayosha.
Yo, this is a story about human rights. For those that don't know, you need to. Yo, a starving artist, but his lyrics so worldwide. His friend and manager was a snake in disguise, and he was bitten. His song sold without his permission. Saw his record on the shelf, the snake had stolen his vision. But knowing his rights, he could protect himself. Fair treatment by fair courts, he got the law to help. The other dude just sunk weak, looked like a punk. Could hardly open his mouth to speak, popping that junk. You better get up, stand up, if you've been done wrong. You better stand up for your rights like that Marley song. Get yourself represented, lawfully defended. Know your human rights, don't ever surrender. No, don't ever surrender. Yeah. Let's go.
Ek
conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including manual and hydraulic crimpers, pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Rassam Restaurant, located at Grand Bazaar. Rassam's is a family-oriented restaurant. They cover a wide range of international dishes with a focus on Indian, Hakka, and Thai cuisine. Rassam Restaurant also features live entertainment while you dine, with buffet nights on Fridays and Saturdays. They also offer catering both in-house and outside for religious and corporate functions, birthdays, anniversaries, and more. Come and experience the dining difference today at Rassam Restaurant, Grand Bazaar. Contact them at 645-0994 and 373-4227.
The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Your original one-stop school shop. Your #1 choice for the widest variety of top quality stationery, school books and bags, school shoes and socks, and ready-made uniform. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited is also authorized retailers for a wide range of top brand name products. They're also the home for Sebastian school shirts and pants. Quality you can depend on for generations. And nobody, I mean nobody beats their prices. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited, with 2 locations to serve you. Number 1, Tabaquite Road, Rio Claro. Telephone 644-BOOK. That's 644-2665. And number 3, Guaguari Road, Mayaro. Phone 630-BOOK or 630-2665. The Next Generation Limited. Next Gen, the Everything Store Limited. Ready to serve you because you are an exceptional customer that deserves exceptional quality, price, and service.
Welcome to Regal Products, a household name since 1960. Regal produces a diverse range right here in TNT, all with the primary focus on high quality. From healthy and tasty nuts and snacks, including cranberries, raisins, sultanas, dates, and prunes, to trail mixes like Cranberry Jubilee, Hawaiian Medley, California Exotic, and South Beach, with nutrition-packed seeds like sunflower and pumpkin, and a tasty nut range which includes almonds, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, cashews, and the newly launched corn nuts. Regal Products, for superb flavor, excellent quality, and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart. Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Yo, when you seen there's a boy with 3 teeth and they were going on all year. I am encouraging you guys, don't get tapped with the lyrics. Even though I have plenty, yeah. Wrong mix, alcohol and lyrics. I wrote safe. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, what is it so? So here what? If you know you're drinking, go in the passenger seat. Or you can call me. Yeah, just call me. 323 Wetty. Yeah, I know your flow. Somebody call that Uber? Yeah, my boy, come, let's go.
All right, so we're back. Take me to the car theft clip. This is our number 2. Let's watch this robbery. Where's that? I don't know where it is, eh? The person didn't put it. Watch. These people just come. All the people like a woman running with the children, baby, all kind of thing in their hand, you know. Them just come and take the people vehicle and go on, you know. They can't even drive. Yeah, run it back again. On the original clip, you could see them walking, coming, you know. And I don't know why it's freezing there. It wasn't freezing. Yeah, a little child, you know.
A baby.
A little girl with a baby. Them in care. Whole family. Had to run out of the vehicle. And them going to make people vehicle.
But this place looking very familiar.
I don't know where it is. It's something, wait on the wall there, and something mini-mart.
Something agricultural and mini-mart. S and R. Yeah, you zoom it. Oh, Lord. You can't see the faces no matter what you do. Zoom back out because I see them from afar.
Zoom in on the sign. The sign above the car. It have a sign above the car. Got that little children and thing, you know.
Well, how the driver look young so too?
Right, just, no, the sign, right. The sign right there, mini-mart, it right there above, just go up. Go up, William, nice. Is that?
S&M. S&M, vegetable and mini-mart.
You sure?
Yeah.
S&H?
Nah, it looks more like an M than an H.
All right.
I look as it.
All right, come back to us. Come back to us, Director. Nice. That there is an example for those of you who do not know how bad it is. That's how bad it is. These guys went there, opening people's car door. Little children, you know. Watch your little child. Watch your next one running with the baby in hand.
Baby in hand.
Them fellas don't care. Now you telling me when you hold them, if they happen to hold them, they deserve to go to a court? Take 2 calls on this now. Just open the phone line. As fast as the call come, take it because I want to move on to the other stuff.
I wanted a zoom back out because I was trying to see if the guy had a gun in his hand, the one with the hat. Because you can't see him until he reaches the vehicle and
no, you could see them. There's footage there of them walking, coming, you know.
Right, that's what I was saying.
If you go full screen again, Director, and tell him just pan it to the right, to the road. Because I don't know why it's showing with them just reaching, because when I sent it, the video has them walking, coming up.
Yeah, that's what
I did not see a gun from the original footage. If you could just put the clip full screen, we'll talk over it. And just, pan, just go back to the start, but get to the street. Right? And let's take a couple calls on this. 6229785, 6286093, 2353676. You could go to the street. You're supposed to be able to slide across the... Right, man. You're now walking. Right. Now put it back from the start. No, oh God.
Oh,
no, Lord. Yeah, nah. That is where I want it from.
Stay right there.
Right, just rewind it there. He wants to see if he had a gun when they were walking up. See them walking there?
Yeah.
I don't think any one of them, I don't know.
What's the guy?
Yeah.
He pulled it out.
So he has a gun?
Yeah, he has a gun.
All right.
So the guy in the hat pulled out a gun from his waistline, from in front, from the middle of his waist.
Coming.
That's how he pulled it out. So that means they targeted this car even from before.
Yeah, they knew the car pulled in there. They would have known the car pulled in there.
But why... Can he not do that?
Okay. All right, you don't need to... Yeah, be good. All right, come back to us. Nice. So we'll take a couple calls real quick. 6229785, 6286093. They had to be... They were probably monitoring the vehicle to see where the vehicle is going. Maybe it's a vehicle from in the neighborhood. I don't know.
I don't know. Because that's a strange vehicle to actually, it's a what? What is that? That's some kind of a SUV, a RAV4?
It looks like a RAV4 something. It looking something like that. But S&M or S&H Vegetable Mini-Mart, anybody know where that is located? Because I didn't get a location on this, eh? You can Google it. SNH.
There'll be so much of that just might come up.
Yeah, it might come up. All right. So we want to take. We'll open the phone and take 2 calls. Don't forget the cold truth is on. The cold truth is on. It's coming at you at 4:45 to 5:45, just before Ian Allen later on today. So make sure on the call for Kim Cole. She'll be here to talk on many different issues and topics. We also have religious programming headed your way during the course of this morning as well. All right. In the meantime, you see, I don't have time to stick, so we're moving on. All right. Apparently, nobody in care get robbed these days.
No.
Right? They don't care about robbery and violence and crime. We only walk bacchanal. Morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, dear.
Good morning, guys. I think I was told that is in Canupia.
That's in Canupia?
Yeah.
SNH, vegetable and mini
Yes, that is what I was told.
Okay, what do you think about this with these children and they involved?
I think this is ridiculous. I think, something needs to be done and it needs to be done urgently.
All right, thanks a lot.
Right, also I want to tell you something else.
Sure, go on.
I went to Mount Hope on last week, Tuesday, and I was told by the doctor that I have to wait 2 years to 2.5 years to get a cataract surgery done.
To get a cataract surgery, 2 to 2.5 years?
That is what I was told.
Lord have mercy.
They move a cataract?
Wow. How much does that cost privately?
I would say between 12 and 15,000.
Wow. All right, dear. Thanks a lot. Where are you calling us from?
Chagonas.
Chagonas. Thanks a lot, Chagonas.
Okay.
Wow. 2 to 2.5 years for cataract surgery in Mount Hope. She going to Mount Hope.
Do you know hospital. What in 2.5 years what could happen to your eyes in that space of time?
But Maxi Coffee getting treatment, 2.5 million. He getting 2.5 million. She had to wait 2.5 years.
$1, yeah.
Understand? Morning.
$1 day, I mean.
Next caller, one more, and then we'll move on. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
You're happening. If you're going to sit down in the magistrate court, you realize them fellas and them just be on bail on a certain style. So every time they give them bail, they're going to look for money to pay lawyer, to fight case, and they have a string load of case.
Right.
You see, the Chief Justice on a frolic of you and the judiciary is in disarray and lawyers making money. We don't know how that money to share, but them fellas have to go and put out work, real work, to pay them lawyers. You see how them lawyers that dress and talk? They pay for that.
Yeah.
So every time them get hold, police hold them. They're not turn style, you know. They just get the bail, they come out. They have to pay lawyer. That'll pay for this, that'll pay for that. That'll pay the bailer. You remember? Them fellas, when you want bail, it's like if you going back into slavery, you know. You have masters and you must make them payments.
Right.
And plus you have to meet your commitments. You have your girlfriend, you hire your mother, you hire this, you hire that, and you hire gangsters and you hire people. And it's a whole set of tired thing them fellas get themselves into. So they have no choice but to commit crime, really, you know. So society has no choice but to deal with them. So we're not dealing with them because that industry flourishing. That is $1 billion industry.
Yeah. It's all about money. It's all about money.
Where them little black boys who are working at place getting money to pay high-priced lawyer and bailer and all. Them have property. They could get bail.
Exactly.
That's the industry. So they give them bail, they come out here, they commit crime, the money come back into the area that I don't talk about, and everybody's smiling.
True.
And who are dead badly wounded, you know.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot, man. Good points.
And you will see the same people come in all the time.
It's the same faces. It's a
revolving
door. A revolving door. Yeah.
Better they invest in handcuffs and have their own set of handcuffs. Them is professional criminal, you know.
All right, man.
They're revolving in a cycle.
All right, thanks. Yeah, you make some good points as usual, man. Now, I want to move on to give you some information here. This was a story. You can take that on. I want the TT Express. I'll go into the TT Express. The TT Express has been under repairs for the longest while. Right? I want to tell Tobago. All you have real patience, you know. When it's convenient to have patience. This is a story that came out Saturday night. Good? And I know this story came out Saturday night at 7 p.m. during the newscast because the boat sailed from Trinidad at 2 p.m. So all the local media would have known at the time is that the TT Express successfully sailed because it left the port. Good? Nice. That is spirit, is the express I want. The TT Express, I'm reading the article as it was carried on the news. The TT Express successfully sailed from Trinidad to Tobago on Saturday after being pulled from service just over 1 week ago. The vessel was withdrawn to allow for an update on certification for operation. The Port Authority confirmed that the document had been handed over to them, thus allowing them to sail at 2 p.m. the afternoon. Remember I just said that? The boat sailed at 2 p.m. The boat will sail again on Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. from Tobago and will leave Trinidad to go back to Tobago at 2 p.m. Sailings are also carded for 6:30 a.m. on Monday from Tobago and 2 p.m. from Trinidad. The port says the situation will be monitored. The Port Authority has advised, however, that there will be no sailings on Tuesday, February 20th, as wave heights are predicted to be in excess of 3 meters. The port says the situation will be monitored and the public will be advised accordingly. Also, for the duration that the TT Express ferry service was down, government transported ferry passengers with confirmed tickets by air via the Caribbean Airlines. Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan revealed on Friday that this cost the state $500,000. While some see the bill as wastage by the government, one passenger who sailed to Tobago on Saturday on board the TT Express sees it differently. Speaking to C News off camera, truck driver Anthony Thomas, who said he travels between both islands quite frequently, commended the government for their efforts. He thinks the plague of issues facing the ferry service is more of a management problem. He commended the government, right? But the plague of issues is a management problem. Who is managing the situation?
No. I think
the Port Authority management.
I think he's
who they had a report to.
Oh,
good. Anyhow,
read.
If you're talking management, brother, it starts at the top. Because they are the ones who appoints the board. Good? Nice. So if you have appointed a board that ain't good, then it go back to who?
It falls back on you.
Okay, nice. But forget that. I want to go there. The part they left out, that they did not know about, 7 p.m. when that newscast would have been given. The boat lost power on the way to Tobago. You know how long it take the boat to reach Tobago on Saturday? Take a guess. It leaves 2 p.m.
How long does it usually take to get there? We can left at 2.
On the TT Express, maybe about 3 to 4 hours.
Is that long?
It's that long? Oh, you should know how long it takes the boat to reach Tobago on Saturday.
No, I don't think the TT Express takes that long anymore. But if it left there 2, it wouldn't take like what, till 6 to reach there? No,
okay, well take a guess how long that boat took to reach from Trinidad to Tobago on Saturday.
Well, I was not going to say 6 hours, but now you have me wondering.
Oh, you're close.
8 hours?
About 6.5 to 7 hours. Because the boat lost power on the way. The reason why I know this is I have a family member who goes back and forth more than Anthony Thomas. Because he works in shipping and he don't like to fly. So he's take the boat to Tobago and he go back and forth. And he called me on Saturday to tell me it just took 7 hours for the boat, the TT Express, to reach from Trinidad to Tobago. The boat lost power in the middle of the journey.
That's scary.
And because it lost power, it took them longer. Good?
Yeah.
I said, so what about the Cabo Star? He said, oh, we passed that. Imagine the boat lost power, they pass the Cabo Star still. So anyway, my thing is this. 7 hours. 7 hours and nobody, today is Monday morning and nobody had that story in conventional media. Nobody had that story that they take that boat 7 hours. He reached in Tobago 9 o'clock.
It was well covered.
9 p.m. He called just to tell us that. It just takes me 7 hours to reach Tobago.
But hold on, let me ask a question. The panorama that we had long ago.
That used to take about 5?
Nah.
I can't remember. If all I can remember, call and tell us.
The panorama must was about the same 7 hours, Daddy.
Yeah, but look where we are. We're in 2018.
Yeah, but
right, that was supposed to take that long.
But I was saying,
my point is this:
people saw accustomed to driving the Panama.
Yeah, but hold on.
Right there,
my point is this. My point is this, right? They're fixing that boat, right? They put the sideline the boat and thing. They was pulled from service just about a week ago, and the vessel was withdrawn to allow for an update on certification of operation. Good, and the Port Authority confirmed that the document had been handed over to them, just allowing them to sail. So they say, all right, we fix whatever problem, right? My thing is this. In doing so, and putting that boat out there, and it lost power, we might say, oh, it lost power and laugh, oh, it takes 7 hours, and oh, the government this and the government that. Or they just put people's life at risk, you know.
Not only that, after certification, right after certification.
Right, and this is what happening. Every time that boat sails, you are putting people's lives at risk. And nobody have a problem with this.
They shut down in power in the middle of the sea, you know.
You want to talk about management? Let me show you poor management. A new ferry, the Galleon's Passage, is due to make its way to Trinidad and Tobago soon.
The Galleon's Passage.
Right? Forget the color of the boat.
Oh, sure.
Here's the most ridiculous thing I ever read in my life. On February 16, the vessel purchased by the government for $120 million was due to leave China to sail across the Pacific Ocean and through the Panama Canal en route to this country. However, that arrangement was postponed by the celebration of the Chinese New Year. That is 7 days they celebrate for. Okay? Go ask the Chinese. That's plenty of them in Trinidad. Okay? You want to talk about management? It is poor management. When you have a problem as big as this, for a longer period as this, you have boats that you're trying to use in the interim that do not work properly and keep breaking down. You went and you purchased a boat for $120 million and did not know when the Chinese New Year was coming in that the boat would not be able to sail or move to reach Trinidad. You're supposed to work out your arrangement with them to avoid that happening. So that the boat didn't stick up there now for a whole week and people had to wait 7 more days. That's poor management. You're supposed to work your thing in order. Well, okay, the Chinese have a holiday coming up.
Yeah, but here what's
going on. We need to get that boat. No, hold on. We need to get that boat here in a certain time frame. So we need, because you don't pay $120 million to the boat.
Right.
Get the boat, make your arrangements so the boat to leave there a week earlier. To avoid the boat not reaching here and being held up because of the Chinese New Year.
Let me ask you a question.
Come on, man.
I understand what you're saying. All right, yes, you want the boat to reach in a proper timing. But let's look at it this way. We already have a boat that's shutting down in the middle of the sea.
Right.
When we have for whatever reason it decides to shut down for. We have waited thus long, thus far, because we're going between boat here, boat there, boat this, boat that, boat that. Better they do it correctly. So take care that they was waiting to get everything done correctly. And it fell into the Chinese New Year. We have no control over that.
Brother man, I pay $120 million.
No, it had nothing to do with you paying $120 million.
You know why? You know why? Because they expected it to be here already.
But there are procedures to be followed.
Good. And you expected it to be here already.
So are you saying...
You can't come and tell me the boat got postponed now because of the Chinese New Year that you didn't know about?
Listen.
All of that was supposed to be, all of that in the arrangement, the Chinese and they were supposed to say, well,
no,
listen,
you cannot do
what's
that.
going on?
All right, so let me answer
If the boat leaves on this date, it's going to be held up there because, and you had to let people know that.
Let me answer a question.
Otherwise,
we know that they paid 120 million for the boat. They take so long to pay 120 million that it fell into the Chinese New Year. We don't know. We don't know. They pay for the boat.
Anyway, we're going to the phone line.
The most important thing, we getting it.
Oh, they're calling now.
The point is this going to be a boat that's going to come like the same blue one smoking? Will this boat come with a cigar in its mouth?
Morning.
Right, so let me ask a quick question, right? Our perception of the Chinese people, we ever know them to take 7 days off?
What's that?
I say our perception of Chinese people, right? Of the Chinese people, right? We know for them to take so much time off for New Year.
It's a 7 day celebration.
That's just religion and so forth. We can't debate that.
We can't debate that because I know, I think it's 7 days.
Then, voice back to your point in the sense of you didn't know that the contract was going to fall into the New Year, the money done pay.
Yeah, we don't know.
That is nonsense because this whole boat fiasco is total nonsense and costing Trinidad and Tobago much money as well as, I mean, the bridge between Trinidad and Tobago not there anymore, to meet non-existent anymore.
Sorry, caller, hold on, The Chinese New Year celebrations, also known as the Spring Festival in China, starts on the 23rd day of the 12th lunar month. You could Google it, of the Chinese calendar. The festivals last for about 23 days. Sorry. 23 days, not 7.
Okay, well, the New Year was on the 16th of February this year. And you can't tell me if a contract falls within that time, the whole country shut down because it falls on Chinese New Year. That's nonsense.
Exactly. There's my point.
That's nonsense.
Thanks a lot. That's my point. You have to coincide with that. That is 23. Look, I Google it. So you telling me no anyhow? Oh God, we have a minister didn't know how to roam. Sorry, let me don't go there. So far, let's Google the Chinese New Year and how long the celebrations has last. That's a waste of time.
Let me ask you a question. The Chinese didn't tell us that, hey, you know what, we have the New Year coming up, we don't do work within this time up here.
It's not up to them to tell us.
We mean it's not up to them to tell us.
No.
We're not purchasing something from. Okay, let me ask you a question.
That's why you spending your money. You have to make it your business to tell them, listen, I am spending my money. It's $120 million. I need this boat by this date. Can it be delivered?
No.
Well, when you ask that now, they will say, okay, yes, no, or we have our New Year celebration be 23 days. If the boat leaves by this date, it's going to run into that celebration, and then you're going to have a 23-day delay. That would be specified.
So you're saying that nobody asks when the boat is going to be delivered or when you want the boat delivered? Well, that is impossible.
Does it? Oh, nothing is impossible.
Nah, that's impossible.
Morning, we've seen worse.
You can't tell me that how you in a discussion is like, so when you want the boat, you can't tell me that you talking to me about purchasing something from me.
Are we now stuck up with a 23-day delay?
Yes.
Good. Morning.
Hello, morning.
So what does that tell you? Morning, yeah, go ahead.
Nobody said nothing.
Apparently.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Stephan.
Yeah.
Stephan, listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen what happened. I got an incident here right now.
You what?
I got an incident going on right now on Barcelona Street.
You have an incident going on Barcelona Street.
What is it? What is it? Quickly.
An incident going on with that protesting right now. There's a real fire thing going on Observatory Street.
Observatory Street?
Yeah.
Right here in Port of Spain?
Yeah. Barcelona Street? Yeah.
Observatory Street, you're saying?
Yes.
Observatory
Street?
Street?
Barcelona Street, Observatory Street? Yeah.
All right. Guys,
right, yeah. What's happening?
Well, what happened? The police killed a youth man about 3 o'clock this morning.
They killed the youth man 3 o'clock this morning?
The police killed a youth man called Christmas about 3 o'clock this morning.
How old the man is? The boy is?
He could be about 20-something.
Right.
20-something, all right.
Right, and what happened, it's a lot of protesting, but we need to get some cameras to see what's going on. Because the police just moving everything and there's nobody taking pictures or taking the news or anything.
Well, that's a crime scene. We can't enter a crime scene.
Camera crew to see what's going on.
All right, we'll see what can be done. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see what can be done. We can't move on until after 8. So.
Anyway, you're thinking we can't even go on to that crime scene?
No, we could go.
On that active crime scene?
No, we can't go on the crime scene, but we could go in the area if they're protesting, and we could talk to the residents and find out what went on. We can't go on the crime scene if they've taped around it. But if they are protesting and they're burning stuff on the street, then they have a protest going on.
So you're going to tell me the police have shot a man, the people are protesting, and we're going to interview who? The people?
Yeah, unless the police want to talk to.
Police can't talk, it's an active investigation.
No, but what I'm saying is, you know. Morning.
I've seen people protest for less.
John.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, boys.
Morning.
Yeah.
I already called Austin, but I called you about 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks ago about concern of water in the Macaulay area, Claxton Bay was leaking.
Yeah.
We contact the water really come. When they come now, they dig up the road. My mother-in-law have a heap of sand, they throw all the dust to fight. Alright, we try to move it. It can't totally go through. The point is, when they reach the valve now, they say that it's not them leak. They say that TCL leak. When the TCL makes several reports, TCL come about 2 days after we think. When they come, they check it, they say that it's not them one. Sean, I really need a little assistance, boy. I don't mind paying my money for it to come and just highlight this because it's very ridiculous with water. If you see me, every day I dig in, taking a little thing and just digging a little drain. Up on the hill, they mark up like if it's a map. Because down a hill, the water going and damaging my mother-in-law house, boy. And nobody else, everybody come, they say, I know them line.
That's where Claxton Bay? Claxton Bay, that is?
Yeah, that is in Macaulay.
In where?
Macaulay.
Spell that for me.
Macaulay.
Oh, Macaulay?
Yeah, Macaulay.
All right, cool. Claxton Bay, Macaulay. Any address in particular?
16A Macaulay Village, Claxton Bay.
16A Macaulay Village, Claxton Bay.
Yes, that's on the character, as the character site on the Macaulay. You could take my number off here, or I could give you a gesso.
All right, let him take the number off here. Hold the line.
Okay.
Okay.
Camille have a problem with me for Camille on my case right there on the social, boy.
Yeah, 23 days. Anyway, back to this thing with the TT Express.
Someone said, if I remember correctly, I read that the delay is because the boat from China is delayed because the engine is not suitable to run from China to TNT.
Well, this is the next thing.
Because the last boat that did it, smoke.
Right, but they are saying here in the story that we have is on February 16, the vessel purchased by the government was due to leave China to sail across the Pacific Ocean and through the Panama Canal en route to this country. However, that arrangement has been postponed by the celebration of the Chinese New Year, which was on Friday. That is what they are saying. That the Chinese New Year. So it's either the Chinese, like what you're saying, right? Information must have been given on whether or not the boat could sail during the festival that is happening. During that period.
Right.
Good. And you're saying you find that hard to believe. And I'm saying, right? You see, I doesn't want to put anything out there, but I'll just quote what one of our viewers said. Read it. They heard what?
They heard that the boat may not have the engine power to make it up.
It is alleged.
It is alleged.
I am not saying that is the issue. I am saying that the Chinese New Year has stopped a boat from coming to Trinidad. Next caller, morning. You understand where I'm coming from?
Hello, good morning.
I started talking code sometimes.
Good morning, Stephan and boys. I'm in Lolligaton hard this morning as usual. I called in reference to the caller who called to discuss this little situation that took place in Port of Spain this morning, as he said. He claims the police shot and killed somebody.
Yes.
Why does every time there is some allegation that the police kill somebody down there, the whole community coming out and protesting?
That was my point.
But when it is these pests and they shooting and killing innocent people, robbing innocent people all over the place, none of them come out and protest. None of them come out and take a stand against it. This is why the place is like that.
Thank you.
Exactly why the country is like that. Because at no point, nobody is willing to say we have to stand up for the right thing.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Kim. That is what it is I was asking you just now. We're going to leave here to go down there because the police have shot someone and all of a sudden there's a protest.
Yeah, but we don't know why.
I'm not going.
We don't know who.
I'm very sorry.
What the boy was into.
I do business.
Everybody
wants to protest when the police shoot somebody. When the community, when somebody shoots somebody else in the community, why do they protest the same way?
Yeah, but we don't know the situation. I don't know
I don't want to know it. Don't call me when the police shoot somebody.
You can't want to know it.
I will hear about it on the news.
You have to want to know it because...
I will hear about it on the news. I don't want to hear about it because all it is conveniently I just only hear protests when police shoot somebody. I just never hear about a protest when a drug lord or somebody in the community shoots somebody else in the community. Nobody in protesting. You know what? Yeah, that gang rivalry, that's supposed to happen. Boy, let the gangs kill all the gangs. A-okay. But as the police shoot somebody, oh God, it's victimization, it's murder, it's this, it's that, it's the other. No. Only don't call me. Call me when only has something to talk about. You want to go? Go. Take your camera and go. Me going.
All right, so I'll tell you what, we got to take a break, and when we return, investigative report of the killing that took place in Waterloo, of a student at the Waterloo Secondary School. He was killed in March of last year, and to date, nothing has come out of the situation. I was down there last week too, so we'll hear about that when we return. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart. Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Welcome to Regal Products, a household name since 1960. Regal produces a diverse range right here in TNT, all with the primary focus on high quality. From healthy and tasty nuts and snacks, including cranberries, raisins, sultanas, dates, and prunes, to trail mixes like Cranberry Jubilee, Hawaiian Medley, California Exotic, and South Beach, with nutrition-packed seeds like sunflower and pumpkin, and a tasty nut range which includes almonds, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, cashews, and the newly launched corn nuts. Regal Products for superb flavor, excellent quality, and affordable prices. Available at all leading supermarkets across Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Anybody out there? This isn't right. Somebody just tell me what I did, please. Somebody just tell me. God, I should talk to somebody. Let me go.
Chip into Value Optical for Colors, the ultimate carnival experience. See the greatest festival on earth with true color and style. Jump up with sensational discounts on all eyewear. All lamps with free polarized sunglasses with every purchase. It's the all-inclusive eyewear deal you don't want to miss. Colors. Powered by Transitions and Apex Digital Lenses and Supernova anti-reflective coating. See press, online, and in-store for more details. Value Optical. Caring for your eyes.
air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including manual and hydraulic crimpers, pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street at Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Crystal Dream Weddings has your perfect day already planned out. So if you need help putting together your big day, come to the Wedding and Lifestyle Exposition and you can win the ultimate wedding prize. Register now at www.crystaldreamwedding.com. Attend the biggest event for the wedding season on March 17th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday, March 18th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Center of Excellence. 2 couples will win a dream wedding package valued at $50,000 and $100,000 each. 1 couple will be chosen randomly on each day. But you must be present at the Wedding and Lifestyle Exposition to win. Purchase your tickets right now at Zena's Jewelry, Bakery Treats, and Jewelry Paradise locations. Admission is only $100. For more information, like us on Facebook and visit our website at www.crystaldreamwedding.com. This event is NLCB approved.
Prostat, the ultimate prostate formula with standardized herbal extracts used by thousands of men to ensure optimum prostate health and alleviate symptoms related to an enlarged prostate or BPH. Available at leading pharmacies and online at tntdrugstore.com.
All right, so breaking down, we out here at the Waterloo Secondary School. And why are we here today? Well, there was a murder that took place here. One of the students of the school, 16-year-old Jesse Bepan, was killed. He was found with his head bashed in on the other side of the school in some bushes. And there used to be a hole in the fence that wasn't repaired. And the students used to go out to the back there, lime, smoke cigarettes, weed, alcohol. So breaking down, we out here at the Waterloo Secondary School. And why are we here today? Well, there was a murder that took place here. One of the students of the school, 16-year-old Jesse Bepan, was killed. He was found with his head bashed in on the other side of the school in some bushes. And there used to be a hole in the fence that wasn't repaired. And the students used to go out to the back there, lime, smoke cigarettes, weed, alcohol, duck classes. And apparently the incident happened on that side. Now, his father, Shaker Bepan, asked us to come out here because, you know, as a father, as a parent, he hasn't gotten any closure in the matter. The police investigation has ended up absolutely nowhere. It just come to a halt. And as a parent, you know, I mean, he wants some closure in this whole situation to find out what happened to his son and why the investigation has just come to a stop. So we're going to meet up with Shaker now and get some information about his son and everything that took place. Shaker is supposed to be Jesse's father, like I said, and we're going to see exactly where the incident took place, because Waterloo is a big piece of property here, a lot of open land, and there is a fence on this side here. This would probably be the fence that we're coming up to. So we're going to meet Mr. Shaker and find out what actually took place on In March of last year. So let's go. Okay, so we have Mr. Shaker, who is the father of Jesse Bipan, who was killed right behind the Waterloo Secondary School here. Now, morning to you, Shaker. I know it's a real traumatic experience you're going through, and I know that you guys are looking for closure because, like I said, you know, just up next month, March, is going to make it an entire year, and the family has got no sort of justice whatsoever. So just tell us a little bit about where we are right now and where you're about to take us.
Good morning, Mr. Stephan. Right now, we there right now at the fence, the Waterloo School fence, where my son and his friends and them stop over here and buy some preserves and things.
Right.
From here, they proceeded to the pavilion.
Right.
And from there, we take it across across the road from the pavilion to the track to go back into the school.
Oh, so all right. So there's the pavilion over there in the distance here.
That's right.
And then from there, it have a track going back to the school.
Back to the school.
All right. Now, the article, the story that's in the papers and everything, all the information there, is that it had a fence that the students used to go through, and they used to get themselves involved in little activities like cigarettes and weed and alcohol and that kind of thing, right? You ever know your son to be involved in that?
What's going on? My wife has to drop my son every day to school, back and forth, right? Jesse was a very intelligent fellow in school. He was very bright. His personality in school was he was a very quiet, but there was no violent fellow and thing, you know. So to answer your question, no, we wasn't aware of that. It's only when the incident took place then we get to realize what was going on. You know, sometimes the parents is the last person to know what's going on.
Not what is going on, yeah.
Now, what we is as parents, now we is monitor his money and whatever thing, and nothing was to miss, right? So it's to say everything was to be accounted for. It's only when Jesse died and then we gone through them children have a way of hiding messages that the police have leading up to my son murder. So while carrying you through the route, you will learn more about it.
All right, beautiful. So we're going to take a walk to the pavilion first, where they went. All right, so we're going to the pavilion and then we're going through the track leading back to where the actual where the body was found. That's right. All right, so we're here at the pavilion where the boys would have come to first before they went across through the track to get back to the school.
That's right, Stephan. Stephan, what I'm confused about, right? When the incident took place with my son, right, the whole school give information to the police officers and let them know that the young boy, one of the young boys, was to walk with a cradle lamb to school. Now, on that particular day, the young boy, I get to understand, said that he left the cradle lamb here.
Okay, but this pavilion, just before we go, I just want to put things into perspective here for people. This particular pavilion here, because it looked like it's abandoned and nothing will take place here. What pavilion is this? What is pavilion used for? What takes place on this ground? Anybody know at all?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not aware.
You're not aware?
Yeah, I'm not aware.
Because as you could see, the pavilion, you know, it just looks abandoned. I mean, it's a pretty good pavilion. The paint, you know, pretty fresh on the wall, but it don't look like any sort of activity, anything takes place here at all. So I don't know, but you know, which makes it a place that, you know, students may come and lime and you know, smoke the cigarettes, smoke the marijuana.
When we was younger and all too, you know, when you have a place that is very isolated, you know,
well, that's where you're going to find, because it have no adult presence here, you know what I mean? So it's something that they need to look at, because they need to do something with this, because it's just sitting here doing nothing. I see they have a camera there which probably not working.
There's no camera, there's a light.
Is that a light?
Yeah, it's a light.
All right, so there's a light in the corner there. All right, so this is the pavilion, and we headed over now to the track that they would have gone through to get back to the school. So also, I want to make note here that in the story in March, as I read it in The Guardian, it said that the students said they saw your son get into a car.
That's right.
Would he have gotten in the car? Well, they would have been talking along this road here. This is the Waterloo Main Road?
That's right.
All right, so this, but he would have no need to get into a car because his mother picks him up and drops him.
Exactly, that is so true. Now, what was so confusing is that why are you going to care, you know? It have no way a vehicle could go inside there.
All right.
So I don't understand that.
I don't understand how we get into a car.
Exactly.
When all of them was in the back there.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to take a walk. So they used to pass here from behind the school?
Well, apparently so.
Wow. So this is the part the children used to take. A lot of the children used to use it because there was a hole in the fence, like I said, that was not fixed for many years.
This was a hole, I mean, this part here, It's like, for example, they're out of the school and they want to come in back into the school.
Right, if they duck a class or two, they can make their way back in before school over.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, because there's a good route here. I mean, it's kind of disturbing that the hole was in the fence for that long. Because I remember reading in the story where a teacher who wanted to remain, you know, anonymous, said that the hole was there for many years, and despite the fact that the authorities in the school had knowledge that children were coming out through the hole and, you know, coming out to the back area here, they had knowledge of that, and still they never fixed it. But has the hole been fixed since?
Well, immediately after the incident, the whole fence has been fixed. Immediately.
Immediately after they fix the fence?
They fix the fence.
So they wait for the worst to happen?
That's right.
In order
to do something.
To do something about it, so you see?
You know, a child in class overheard a conversation with one of the school child.
Right.
Saying that here, you see, you could get through anything in life, as long as you have money. And that conversation was pertaining to my son.
To your son?
So you understand how this country reach right now?
So
school children making a remark like that.
All right.
You know, I mean to say at the end of the day, no parents are going to, right now how the system is right now, no parents are going to bring a child to make a statement like that. It's obvious, you understand?
Yeah, well, from a statement like that, I would gather, me, just hearing the story, that they're alluding to the fact that the person whose child may be responsible for the incident is somebody who has money.
But that way is gather and all too. That is exactly what I thought in my mind. And
you're thinking that maybe that's why the police and the investigation just hit a brick wall?
Well, what's going on, Mr. Stephan? I don't want to accuse nobody. All I just want is justice for my child.
Right, that's what closure in the whole is.
Right, that is the whole idea, right? So I'm not going to make accusation. I'm just highlighting things that I know. What the officers told me, right?
Right.
They have passed on all the information to the DPP, right?
Right.
So my question to the DPP, which I wrote them and all, and let them know of my concerns, right? And I had it in point form with the situation.
Yeah.
How you try and explain to me why you want an IC for when you have all this evidence? I don't understand. I'm confused right now.
All right. I starting to get confused myself. Yeah.
Right here is the school fence.
Okay. So this is the school fence here.
Right. The school fence is right by the palm tree,
right?
The school compound.
Right. And this is the fence here that had the hole.
That had the hole, right? Right. And what going on is about, from here to the fence, maybe about 15 to 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we found my son.
This is where I found your son.
Right, you see this is a box train?
Yes.
And his body was inside it, with the weapon.
All right, do you have any kind of confidence that the police, at this stage, 11 months down the road, is going to, you know, come a day, pick up the phone, you know, call you a day, your phone is going to ring, and you're going to hear, you know, Mr. Shaker, we have a suspect. We have somebody we could charge. We know who killed your son.
Well, what's going on, Stephan, right? I'm being hopeful that it happens like that. Mm-hmm. Because when I had the meeting, I think they said they know who killed my son.
Right.
You know, but what going on here, I mean, I have plenty of friends that was in the police force and thing, and they said that they have a system in place, in that when people do something, do a report, they go to certain people, and after they assign back certain things. So I don't feel the time is being spent on my son's case.
On your son's case. Tell me, when is the last time you heard from any of your friends? Did you keep in contact with the family?
Only one of the young boys is that is being in contact with us.
Okay.
Right, and we just say thank God for that. But you know.
But I mean, while you keeping in contact with you and talking with him, I mean, obviously things going through your mind at the same time.
That's right. But
that he knows something. He mightn't be the person that committed the offense, but he might, you know, he might have been part of because he was there and he witnessed
Stephan,
it.
Just weekend ago, I had a meeting with one of them teachers over here, and one of the teachers told me that he himself is fearful for his life because them is aware of the situation with a few of the young children who they think involved in it still coming to school.
Okay.
Right? So That is the whole idea.
So these students that was with your son and were questioned by the police in this particular matter that has not been solved yet, they still come to school like normal?
One of the young boy, didn't come back to school when the incident took place.
At all?
At all.
So he never returned to school?
Never to return to school.
And the police are looking into that? As to why he didn't return to school?
But I really confused on all two.
So he was one of the boys in the back here with your son. Your son dies, a murder is committed, and he stopped showing up to school. And they didn't even hold him for questioning?
Well, what's going on is the whole a school child, but I don't want to pinpoint. So you know,
Yeah, well,
I don't want to hamper anything pertaining to
that the police doing. That's right.
Right, you know. And the other school children and all too that come into school right now, they by itself where I get to understand. And that is why when one of the children overheard a conversation on the phone, I don't know who he was speaking to, you know.
Okay.
That when your parents have money, you see what you could do, you know.
Yeah.
I mean to say, if a parent hear that, it's not a right thing now.
Exactly, I understand.
You know. And I mean, I wrote the commissioner trying to meet him. I wrote the homicide superintendent. I also wrote the DPP, letting them know about my concerns and things. And all I just ask is for justice at the end of the day, because it's a little child.
Yeah,
exactly. and if children at this age could do that,
far less when they get older.
Exactly.
Because now they know they could get away with it.
Right.
And that's the whole point.
And one question I would like to ask, and I would like somebody to give me an answer to that, right? If all these things I give you, information I give you, leading up to my son murder, why it is, so that means to say it are not like circumstantial evidence or something leading up to something, so we need
eyewitness, yeah.
eyewitness for everything that happened then.
Somebody had to come and actually point it out and say, yes, I saw him do it.
Yeah.
I saw him do it. Yeah.
So that means to say we don't have proper law in Trinidad and Tobago?
Exactly. There's something terribly wrong on it, and we had to do something about that, man. So, I mean, Mr. Shaker here, all he wants is justice. He just wants closure in the matter. And if anybody, I mean, if one of Jesse's friends who was here when this happened almost a year ago, watching this program right now, or if somebody knows one of Jesse's friends and they're watching this program right now, somebody need to come out and talk. Because the family had to get some sort of closure and justice in this situation. One of the hardest things is to lose a child, and then you don't know how you lose them. You don't know what it is happened. You don't know who did it, especially in a case like this, which is a murder case. All right, so to the San Fernando Homicide Division, all you need to step up all the game, and all you need to communicate with the family and let them know where the investigation reach. If you're all close, if you're all far, but the family needs to do something. They need a level of comfort too. It's a 16-year-old boy you're talking about that somebody hit a blow to the head and killed. Like it was nobody business, like it's nobody child, like if they know how he come on the earth. And yeah, teenagers will get involved in activities that they're not supposed to get involved. They're going to try things that they're not supposed to be trying. But I was a teenager once, and I know that is part of your teenage days. Part of your teenage days is trying things that you're hearing you're not supposed to do. That is just reality. Good? And I mean, you could only teach your children the right thing, and you could send them to school. But when they're in school, they are under the supervision of the teachers in the school. And if it is you have a fence with a hole in it for years, and I'm not saying that, there is a report where teachers said in the report that there was a fence with a hole in it for years, and it was never repaired. Regardless of the fact that the teachers in the school knew fully well that students were coming out through that fence into this area here and ducking school and smoking cigarettes and weed and drinking alcohol. So, I mean, they knew that, so they have to take some sort of responsibility as well, because those children are their responsibility for the 8 hours or the 6 hours that they're here. You understand? The parents drop them off to school and expect that they're safe, because they hand them over to the school for under the supervision of the teachers in the school. And, you know, somebody has to be, I mean, it has to be consequences to actions, and somebody has to be held responsible for Jesse's murder. All right? So, this is Breaking Dawn. I'm Stephan Reis, and we're here in the Waterloo Secondary School. And Jesse Bepan has been killed, 11 months now, 16 years of age. other students were in the back here with him. And this crime cannot be solved up to now. And you have a father and a mother and an entire family wondering how their son died. And that is unacceptable.
Really? Again?
I have one more video I sent in for you. Okay. That was his story there with Jesse Bepan. Now, Jesse Bepan, as you heard, 16-year-old boy. I want to say good morning to his father and his mother and his family. And the police have reached nowhere with the investigation. They said that they're waiting DNA testing, which takes about a year. Next month here. Next month will make it 1 year. Imagine that, eh? I just show already nonsense in it. They sent for DNA testing in the States. They are telling you, look, Deyanna Sitahal, up to now they can't solve her crime because they're waiting for DNA samples and testing or whatever.
Right.
But imagine they could send America to do DNA testing. But they're telling you it'll take a year just to get the results, right? But just this morning in papers, FBI to help examine electronic items from former detainees in the terror plot, the terror thing. And they're saying that they're sending it to the FBI because they have technology that has yet to reach this country. So DNA apparently testing yet to reach this country, so we send abroad for it, we gotta wait a year. So how long will it take the FBI to go through the electronic items? A year too? I'm just asking questions.
By that time, you might be already attacked by terrorists.
Now, we have some footage of what's going on.
Then what?
We want to share that with you to give you guys an update of what's going on in Port of Spain because Voice will give you the information as I send this. Apparently things have gotten very bad.
So we are getting some feedback, and I can't corroborate this. So that part of it, there's part of it that I can't see when they sent to me as to who the guy is and so forth and so forth. I have no information about that for sure. So until I do, but what we're hearing is that certain streets have already been blocked off via this protest. There are also people who are driving through, and they were being threatened by persons in the area saying that if you all drive through here, you all could end up being shot. Do not pass here. And they've started to block off the area. My thing is this. Y'all are upset because this guy has been killed by the police. And your reprisal is that any law-abiding citizen who is heading to work, who has nothing to do with this, your response is we will shoot you. That is your answer. Okay, well, good, no problem at all. What we talk about, they uncover that. We had to drive through there the same way, you know. That is all the response. If this is the response, if all have a handle on this, whoever is the heads, all they need to take a handle, you know, all the people. Because that is madness. They cannot be walking around threatening citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who has nothing to do with the killing of this man. These people have no idea. These people are going to work. This woman who said this thing to me, she said, I'm going to work, and a man watching me to threaten me to tell me, if all they drive through here, we go shoot all you. What?
We have some footage there. There are some videos I sent you. One is 2 minutes long, one is a few seconds long, and a picture. This is what's going on in Port of Spain this morning. That's a picture there of how the protest has already begun. There's a video there about 12 seconds. Yeah. Come on, William. Right. Somebody was hiding behind the corner there.
They know that to take video.
Yeah.
They'll lock up inside the place.
Right, and there's a 2-minuter. I want you to see the 2-minuter because I really want to know what's going on there. This cannot be happening. You know they stop a garbage truck and tell the garbage truck to dump everything right there?
You lie.
And the man dump it?
Nah.
Watch and you go see. The second video I now said it. Watch and you go see the stop a garbage truck. Wait. Unbelievable. This is what's happening here, and this is the protest for the killing of
a man called Christmas.
Right. As soon as you have that second video, I just sent it.
Refresh and try and get it again.
Refresh it. We just give people a little update before we close. So we're hoping that the police do something about Jesse Bepan, that investigative report that you just saw there. Good.
Try one more time. Try sending it one more time.
Who's trying to call me just now? Okay. You want me to WhatsApp it to you? Yeah. All right, let me WhatsApp it to you quickly. Because I don't know, like, yeah, let me WhatsApp it. Right. It's sending. Right, you have it here.
They're saying Piccadilly Street. If you try to come over the hills, there's some blockage over the hills as well too.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this man had to be very important for everybody to come out like that and block the road. Who is Christmas? I want to know. I have never heard of this man before, maybe because I don't live in the area. But who is Christmas that could make everybody come out and block the road because the police has shot him?
So, these are some of the scenes. I want to let us see the 2 minutes.
Is Christmas an activist in the area? Is he one that gives to the community that, you know, somebody saying that, well, you know? Well, they need to give us some kind of information because for you to block off the kind of streets like how they're blocking off your Bath Street, Piccadilly Street.
Don't run the audio on this one, eh?
Don't run the audio.
Mute the audio on this. Mute the audio on this clip. We don't need the audio. Right. So you see?
They tell the garbage man, turn on the garbage man.
Yes, boy.
Nah. Nah. Police, what is this? So you telling me them people are them so bad that they can get a garbage man to empty the rubbish on the road? That garbage man don't like he walk? And he gone.
We dump it there and he gone.
Where this fella digging up in the rubbish? Where he digging in the rubbish?
I don't know where he digging in the rubbish.
Why he searching in the rubbish?
I have no idea. It's weird.
That is one thing to take the rubbish. But
is she coming out now? This is some of the action that took place this morning.
Look. She prancing in the road. This is fun for them. Or he lighted it a fire. He trying to light it a fire.
He probably lit it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to light the garbage a fire. That's what's happening there. We can't play the audio. There's explicit in the audio, so we are unable to play the audio.
Yeah, we can't play the audio because we just got this. So we could just give you guys a visual.
I don't know why we're looking at the road now.
I don't know why the person or somebody must stop and tell the person where you're filming this, so they must put on the phone. Must he skip forward, let's see?
Nah, they must be on the road now. Like they lighting, like they're trying to light. Right, that's it.
Oh, well, alright. So you see, they open the door.
They open the door, tell him, man, dump the rubbish. Dump it here.
Wow.
Now, this guy in the black van is reversing because he can't go up the street there now, eh? The guy in the white car, same thing. He can't go up the street. That street is blocked as well. So they have to turn around and head back down. This looks like the corner by George Street there, you know. It looks like George Street, JNP there. It looks like somewhere around George Street, Piccadilly Street side.
So?
Yeah. Like the plannings.
So that is what's going on this morning.
I look like Piccadilly Street planning side.
And all right, come back to us. So people, you're going to hear about this during the course of the day.
There's on Charlotte Oxford here.
Charlotte and Oxford. So you're going to hear about these things, I'm sure, during the course of the day. We're going to be back to do this tomorrow. There's a picture I sent you of a ticket. Just put that up for me now. I'm going to show off this ticket here. I wish a police officer had written me a ticket like this, and I wouldn't have paid $1,000 at all. Should you fail to pay the fixed amount, you are hereby summoned to attend the magistrate court on the 30th of February 2018.
What?
The 30th day of February 2018 at 9 o'clock. Yes. The 30th day. Does it have the officer?
Well, right now we're here in police.
We're hearing sirens heading
We're hearing sirens right now, heading on the road, and fire trucks.
You could scroll down and move
More than
lower
likely
to it. Let me see the
way.
officer's signature is there.
Really? You can scroll down?
See if you could scroll it. It have anywhere you could scroll? No.
The man said
So that's about it. We don't have the officers.
The man said it. Look at there.
Let me see.
Constable. Oh, good.
Constable.
What kind of signature is that, man?
Constable Dunce. There's no 30th day in February, dude. Lord
So that ticket is void, isn't it?
Yeah, that ticket gets thrown out. That person not going to pay that ticket.
Congratulations to that person.
You just win your case there without winning it.
Without even saying that word.
Yeah.
Say, well, officer, I tried to make it on the 30th. I tried. I mean, I attempted, but I was 2 days late.
Understand? So I'll tell you what, tomorrow we'll be back to do this all over again. Remember, don't be too quick to believe everything you hear, since lies travel faster than the truth.
And I want to know how come nobody protested when the 15-year-old boy was shot and burnt in Mova. But you all want to protest for Christmas. I don't know who Christmas is. How important is Christmas? Somebody talk to me about Christmas. Send my message. Aim for the moon. If you shouldn't miss, you're still going to be amongst the stars. Have a good day.
All right, we'll be back on the 30th of February.